Razak has found life difficult since moving to Australia with his mother Farida. In Afghanistan, he saw his father and sister killed by an exploding bomb. When he saw the terrible way they died, he felt so many emotions and they never left him. Sometimes he feels guilty because he thinks he failed his family by not saving his father and sister. When Razak is calm and can think clearly, he knows there is nothing he could have done. But sometimes he still feels overwhelmed by his feelings. When sad thoughts come to him, Razak's head and his heart feel heavy. He feels an ache, but it is not in his body. He often doesn't feel like talking or being around people. He cannot explain his problem to his mother because he knows he is the man of the house and it is his job to look after her, not burden her with his worries. Razak doesn't have close friends to talk to in Australia like he did in Afghanistan. Sometimes Farida sees Razak sitting alone and crying. Friends have told her that he doesn't seem as social as before. She loves him very much and wants to help, but she doesn't think it is her place to talk to him about it. She has tried to talk to him about his moods and quick temper, but he just walks away. Farida has made some Afghan friends in Australia. Sometimes they talk about the hard times they escaped. Talking and sharing problems seems to help. She is told about another family from Afghanistan who came to Australia after one of their sons was killed in the war. Their other son couldn't get it out of his mind. He felt afraid all the time, even though he was safe in Australia. After a while, he couldn't bear the fear any longer and unfortunately ended his own life. Farida thinks of her own precious son, Razak. One afternoon, Hamza, a good family friend, phones Razak and invites him for a meal. After they eat, they sit and talk privately. Razak feels comfortable with his friend and tells him about some of his problems. Razak tells Hamza that he has felt like a different person since the death of his father and sister. He says he is worried because sometimes he feels so sad that he isn't sure what he might do. Hamza says that he should visit his general practitioner, also called a GP. Hamza also tells him about Lifeline, a service he can phone if he feels so sad that he wants to hurt himself. Razak goes to visit his GP, who listens to his problem. GPs can help heal bodies, and they can also help our heads and our hearts, but it's important to be honest with them. Sometimes they use medicine, and sometimes they use talk. This talk is private between the doctor and their patient. The GP tells him that he has made a very brave choice to get professional help. The doctor tells Razak that what he has been feeling is very normal for someone who has seen what he has seen. Many people all over the world who have faced trauma like this have the same sort of troubles. Sometimes their worry and sadness is brought on by other things, like being unemployed for a long time. It's early days, but Razak is starting to see some hope. He now knows that a GP can help him and others in the same way. He leaves the clinic and for the first time in days, he feels hungry and happy.